I was reading about Borrow Me to Choose program. Tell us a little bit about that.
I love this program. I tend to not be the person who thinks inside of the box, which probably is why I've worked on these larger programs.
Right.
Is because I seem to do everything outside of the box, and Borrow Me is definitely an outside of the box, outside of the bridal realm idea. But it's very much in line with how brides today think. You know, the average bride today she grew up shopping online, and she grew up using the online, using the internet, using her phone, using whatever device she has all the time for either research or peer feedback from her friends. And this program is sort of a natural extension of that. It allows you to shop and try gowns on, but not have to go into a store or a bridal boutique or showroom.
It's like being a celebrity, having this stuff come to your door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you can have friends over and have a little party and try on wedding gowns, or you can just be with your mother. It's such an intimate experience, and we've had an amazing group of gals who have just loved it and bought their gowns right on the spot. Like they'll have the gown on, their sample gown that they're trying on, and they're crying and saying how much they love it. And these are brides that normally they go into a salon and they try on 10 gowns, and they go to 20 different salons and they're overwhelmed. And these gals have one gown that they've borrowed. It's on them. They're in their home, and they're like, this is it. This is the most amazing thing, and the most amazing gown, and the most amazing process. So it's really fun, and I think that the bridal industry is changing, and we have to change too. The people who are working in the industry have to change and kind of develop ways that are more suited to this younger bride and this bride who has grown up in a very different way from how the average bridal industry has worked for so long.
Well, I don't know if you know, but I'm from Florida, and Disney is like the most, it's Disney and family that I grew up with. Tell me all about your Disney line that you had.
So Disney approached me years ago at this point. It was really interesting. They had come in, they said, we really want to meet with you and talk to you because we want to get into the bridal industry. And I thought, well, that's interesting. What on earth are they going to do in the bridal industry? And so they came in and they talked to me about what they wanted to do. And I thought, oh, that's so interesting. They want to build a line of bridal gowns. Well, how would they go about that? And so we made some changes to the process on what they were thinking and what they wanted to do. And I created collections for them over the span of a few years that sort of dipped into the personality of the princess as to who she would be today as a modern woman. And we created collections, and then we sold those collections internationally and nationally. And it was a fabulous experience. The teams I worked with over at Disney were amazing. And I think to have the chance to meet thousands and thousands of brides who were so thrilled that they could actually buy a princess bridal gown, the Belle bridal gown, was really a fun experience. Had brides that would show up at all the trunk shows, and they'd be crying and thank you so much. I've always wanted to wear a Belle bridal gown. And mind you, these gowns didn't look anything like the gowns in the
movies, right?
No, yeah, not at all.
And they also came out with engagement rings too, correct? Like I remember seeing like a Snow White engagement ring. Again, this is me we're talking to. I remember seeing a Cinderella ring. I was like, ooh, that's so different. That's so cool.
Yeah, I did a line of fine jewelry, a line of wedding cakes. We did an entire series of different product categories. So, and it was really fun. But, things move on and you do different projects. And then I started working with Costco, and that was extremely intriguing. And
Costco is such a great price point, where everybody could, it's the taste of luxury at an affordable price. And I know that you also have is it the Kirstie Kelly Essentials line?
Yeah, and then we have our couture and we have our essentials, and the essentials line is ready to wear. It's everyday product, and that's what I was talking about earlier when I come in. That's generally what they're purchasing. So yeah, we have quite an array of different areas, but none of it I think is sort of what you have in terms of a normal business model.
Right.
It's all much more tailored to the consumer instead of tailors.
Right.
Is what really makes us so special.
Right, they're not factory made. They're made for each individual, and I think that's so amazing. And like you said, your office, I mean, from, the showroom, everything is so tranquil. And I'm sure it would be pretty cool if I knew what it was like to try on a bridal gown. But he's in the lobby. But I think it would be amazing to go into your location, and, because I was reading about it online, and it's near the ocean, correct?
It is, yeah. It's in a town in Los Angeles called El Segundo.
Okay.
It's a town on the beachfront, and I live in a town called Manhattan Beach, and it's right next to Manhattan.
And
it's
that's
great.
amazing.
It's an amazing lifestyle.
It's amazing.
Most of the people that work here live right here. They love being able to, they can walk to work. There's yoga down the street. I mean, we have a lovely work ethic and lifestyle here.
And how can we find you? What are your websites, and how can we find you and follow you on Twitter and Facebook?
Yep, you can go to KirstieKelly.com, and then, that will kind of take you to everything from YouTube to Facebook to Pinterest to everywhere you need to go.
Okay, perfect. And you're the first person I'm going to call when I finally get that ring on my finger.
I hope so.
No, you're going to call me.
Do it.
Well, other than Nicole.
If I read or hear you say you found your gown somewhere.
No, I promise you right now, I'm going to go to you first, because I was checking out your gowns, and I was like, they're beautiful.
I love our new collection. It's one of my absolute favorites.
It's stunning. It's stunning. Really. Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on the It Factor.
Yep, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kirstie. Bye. She's so cute.
If you like it, then you better put a ring on.
I know. Her dresses are stunning.
Join us on all our social media networks. It's going to be extraordinary.